Our problem on campus, unsafe sex, is clearly a hard one to solve on any college campus, not just the University of Pittsburgh's. When thinking about potential solutions to this issue, we decided we first wanted to get a little diagnostic test on our campus and see how our students are dealing with unsafe sex, pressures, and more. We came up with a 10-question survey, and a copy of it can be seen on slide number 2. Questions ranged from asking if they were sexually active, and if so, how many partners they had, and if they have ever been tested and or contracted an STD. All the rest of the questions can be seen on slide number 2. We surveyed 43 girls in total, and they ranged in age from 18 to 22, and they were all students from the University of Pittsburgh. The numbers that we got out of this survey seem to fit on average with the national statistics for this age group and sex. You can see some of our results from our survey on the next couple of slides. Out of the 43 girls surveyed, only one has never been sexually active thus far in her life. Seen in the pie chart on slide number 4 in the top left corner, almost half of the girls surveyed, 21, always used protection while sexually active, and 16 used protection only occasionally. Of the girls surveyed, over half have been tested for an STD in their lifetime, seen on the bottom right corner on slide number 4. As an interesting diagnosis within this statistic, of the girls that said they haven't ever been tested for an STD, which were 14, all of them except one have had 2 or more sexual partners. So if you're sticking to the national statistics with having more than one sexual partner, some of them are bound to have an STD, but are just simply not aware because they have never been tested before in their life. Only 1 out of the 43 girls surveyed have contracted an STD in their past. And this girl had only gotten tested once, and they discovered that she had this sexually transmitted disease once she finally got tested. Seen on slide number 5, 20 of the girls surveyed have had 1 to 5 sexual partners, and about 15 have had 6 to 10 sexual partners, and 7 have had 11 or more sexual partners. On slide number 6, of the 43 girls that were surveyed, 34 of them take the pill, and 9 of them do not. You can see that on the top left corner. Of the 9 girls that choose to not take the pill, 5 of them always use condoms, 3 use condoms occasionally, and 1 said they do not use condoms at all. All of them that do not use oral contraceptives have had more than one sexual partner. Also on slide 6, the bottom right corner, we discovered that more than half of the girls surveyed have known someone that has contracted an STD, even though only 1 girl out of the 43 has contracted one themselves. Solving the problem. With this information from our own campus, we were able to truly decide on our solution, which was to simply spread awareness about sexually transmitted diseases, safe sex, and the consequences from unsafe sex. We realized that unsafe sex and the consequences are a worldwide issue. We personally cannot stop people from having unprotected sex indefinitely. So we came to the conclusion that spreading awareness and letting people know the real facts about the consequences, telling them where to get tested, and handing out free condoms was the best way to get our point across. We decided that the best way for this solution to go into action is to simply spread awareness of the consequences. The first way we spread awareness was to state the facts. After we surveyed these girls, we read off some home-hitting statistics that would help them to realize how serious of an issue unsafe sex can potentially be. And by surveying them right after and then telling them the facts right after they were surveyed, help them make the issue much more personal and help them realize how serious their actions could potentially be. Another way we spread awareness was through talking to people at Healthy You and asked them how we can help being proactive and spreading knowledge about safe sex. They provided us with many helpful alternatives. They supplied us with free condoms that we were able to pass out in Tower's lobby for students to use. Also, along with the condoms, we were supplied with pamphlets from the university about safe sex, and these pamphlets had many interesting statistics and had tons of factual information for students to learn about. Our results. People were very receptive to these condoms and pamphlets and seemed genuinely thankful that we were there and caring for their safety. We realized there's no possible way to prevent every person from partaking in unsafe sex, but we believe that the best way to solve this problem is simply to spread awareness, and we believe that we were successful in doing so for the duration of this project. Thank you.